Boom. Welcome back to another episode of Follow the Riddim. My name is GTyouths, and on this episode, we will be talking about Personally Personal, the brand new album by me, GTyouths. Alright, stay tuned. Boom. We interrupt the program to tell you about our sponsorship. Sponsorship is brought to you by Grand La Soul, brand new tequila on the market. Wake up next day, no hangover. Very smooth, very refreshing. Grand La Soul. GTyouths endorse this. Alright? Remember, proud sponsor of Follow the Riddim. Grand La Soul. Check it out. Grand La Soul. GTyouths said that. Alright? I'm out. Yeah, man. So, I said we're going to be talking about the album Personally Personal by GTyouths. We're going to take you to a journey from the beginning all the way up until the release date of the album. Right? We're going to discuss about song structure, how the album came about, name of the album, right? The whole process of this album, right? So just sit back and relax and let us enjoy yourself. We're gonna play a few songs from the album and then get back into discussing the album. Alright? Stay tuned.
Look how long me I try to tell that story. J Crazy, kickback music. Yo. A good thing me know I'm a word. But now I make the body this me dirt. Me know what me deserve. Oh yeah, them never see me when me dirty. Them only see me when me clean. Them never see me when me hungry. Only when belly I feel. Them never see me when me sad. Only see me happy. And them never see when me I go through my struggles. Only when me I win. Now one them see one take it from me. And them never know me success story. Now I'm me rejoice in my glory. My little 3 pints, me nah give it for free. But listen me nah give it up, me not gonna make it fall. If for that me rather make somebody ball. After all, me put me all in a this. We kick back in a me old age and reminisce. Yo, Diplomats music.
That one here from my family.
Father Dean, Young Russ. Yo.
Personally.
I'm in a good mood every living day. Me nah left, me nah go nowhere. All because I'm a family. Yes, because I'm a family. Me call me home, me happy place. Cause when time me step in, see me daughter face. My son look for me, left so amazed. Wife from me side, ask me how me day. Me call me home, me happy place. Cause when time me step in, see me daughter face. My son look for me, left so amazed. Wife from me side, ask me how me day. Me the young and reckless, anything wanna rude. That a me interest, never care who get hurt. Inna the process, fun party and gal compete like a contest. Well listen me, once a man, twice a child. Never know what that mean, cause me the dumb man wild. If me dey pay attention, me woulda understand. What them did I try tell me from day one. But anyhow, that one for the good as them. You get 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Send from above, call you me angel. Nah leave you alone, I leave my hand a spell. Oh well, me know God spend a little more time on you. Chew up your body, you got a perfect 10. Me I try find way to be your friend to the end. And if I'm money you a pre, that me want spend. Girl, you pretty from your smile straight down to your skin. If you want the jackpot, me a play it to me. When you have me heart a race like a runaway train. And every time you pass, you a mash up. Hey, miss pretty little bad and bougie. Me love the way how you choose, you're so choosy. And any man can come in your jacuzzi. Some gal a try be, but them a fi envy. You miss pretty little bad and bougie. Me love the way how you choose, you're so choosy. And any man can come in your jacuzzi. Some gal a try be, but them a fi envy.
Yeah man, welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed, a few of the songs of the album, and I hope it was a good listen. But now we're going to discuss the album in totality from beginning to end, right? The name of the album is Personally Personal. How did I came up with the name? I been through maybe 4 or 5 different names, right? At first it was Father to Son, then it went from that to 1015, which is my birthday. Then it went from that to something else, right? And finally I look within myself and say, you know what, this album should actually name Personally Personal, right? So that's the name that I went with. And so far the Personally Personal is more or less me, the person, right? Have some personal things to talk about. So that's where that came from. Personally Personal. All right. Like I said, the album has been in the works for 5 years. Consists of 22 songs. All right. That's in compartmentalized in terms of different moods. All right. Like the beginning is a mood. Then the next probably 5 or 6 songs is a mood. Then another 10 to 15 songs is a different mood. All right. So you can play with the brain of the person that's listening to the album. So it's not just one, like one straight flow all the time. It's different, different, compartment or different moods to the album, right? And we took a very long time in terms of putting the album together, right? A lot of producers is on this album. I'm going to name the producers and appreciate the work that they put in. I appreciate the work that I have about 7 collabs, right? I want to thank the artists them that took the time out to collab with me on this project, and all the ears that throughout the years that took the time out to listen to the songs them that I have put out, and the songs that I may send a few individuals that that I would like them to hear and say, yo, tell me about this song, right? So let's go to the album. Yeah, man, we interrupt this program again to tell you about the brand new party service bus called Ish Brand Executive Trends, right? The phone number is going to be below. So for all your prom, bachelorette party, just party bus, whatever you want to do, just link Ish Brand Executive Trends for everything. All right, check out the phone number. Let's get back to the program. This year I said I need to get this project done because I keep telling people new album coming, right? And the album can't reach yet, right? In June I decided to bear down, so to speak, and just focus primarily on what is it exactly I want an album to sound like. All right, so it started. Now me, start finding ways to get out the songs that I have and the songs I want to use and the mood I wanted to present to the public. All right, the track is consist of 20. The album is consist of 22 tracks. I'm gonna give you details and stories about not each song, but the songs them that has a story behind it, right? Like take for example the first song on the album. The song is called Simi. All right. This song came about me being at work and listening to an interview, and someone said something, and when it was not someone, it was Pampute that said something on an interview she was doing, and when she said it, like it meant something to me, right? And right there and then, I start working on a song, right? This song was produced by I want to say Kickback Music, right? And Jay Crazy, right? Another song that meant something. I mean that have a story is Hard Life, right? Hard Life is a song I wrote for my mom based on struggles that she has been through, right? A lot of my friends would say, "You never been through hard life, you right?" And what, right? But it's not really about me; it's about her, right? Track, I think track two is called "Give Up." That song also was me telling a journey from Guyana to here, all right, and it starts with like the beginning of where this all started from, all right. That is that, all right. We get some intriguing stories, right, for telling this album too, right, in terms of stories, right. I mean, all the songs means a lot to me, all right. One song that give me chills when I hear it, right, is a song called Lonely Road or Lonely Route by myself and Simeon Brown. Right? It's amazing that, you know, two minds can come together and create something, totally like where you started from to where you end up, right? It does not match at all, right? Because with this song, Simeon sent me a track and he was like, I need you to, put that song on this rhythm. And when I hear the track, I'm like, me like this, right? But what you could do for me, you could write the song and I would sing it, right? And he said, good. And when he wrote the song and he demoed it and sent it to me, right, it wasn't really a song that I could see myself doing. But what came out of that is I loved, like I get an idea of what he wanted, right? And I said to him, "Here, Amadou, right? I don't want this song, but I think I'm gonna write this song, right?" And when I wrote the song, the only person I could have heard doing the hook was him. So what started out as he writing a song for me, right, was flipped in me putting together a project for me and him. So that song is called Lonely Route featuring Simeon Brown. The next story with another collaboration is with me and Gaddy G. I have a song on the album called Messi. Alright, well Messi is me player, right? So even though, they lose in the finals, alright, Messi is still me player. So I did a song called Messi and I demoed it and I sent it to Gaddy to listen. And when Gaddy take a listen, and it's long I try for Gaddy to do a song with me, right? So when Gaddy take a listen, Gaddy say, yo G, this is the song with me you gotta do. I may want to change nothing. Right? I want this me you do this song, yes sir. Right? I think I could complement this song. I say, you know what? Like me fighting for music, right? So I say, yo, cool. Right, this is me artist. Right? And boom, that song came about. Alright, there's a song like Heartbeat, right, which talks about, relationships, people doing wrong in relationship and trying to, let their partner know that, yeah, I was wrong. Alright, but the mood of the album is like it goes from the personal side of GTyouths, right, into the female side of GTyouths, and then we go into the dancehall side of GTyouths, and then we have the fun aspect of GTyouths. It's songs like Money and Summer is Here and Live My Life, right? That's the fun part of the album, right? The dancehall part is like Bank Robber, right? Like I said, the song with Simeon Brown, right? Then we went back into like a more conscious kind of a mellow vibe, right? One of the songs, the last song that made it on the album was a feature also with myself and the lead singer from TOK, Double X Flex, right? And how that came about was, I had a song and I asked him to do the hook, right? I said, oh, this is the hook I get here, and I want you to do it. And he came up with his own. He listened to my hook, right, and flip it and make up his own hook, and that's how that became a collab, right? Another collab one day with me and Fojo, right, and that was just me linking Fojo and say, yo, I got a hook for you, sing for me. Right, cause Fojo is me. Right, I said I got a hook for you, sing. I said open the song for me. Right, and Fojo heard it. And Fojo did the song justice. Right, the song is called Street So Cold. Alright, what am I missing? Right, I have another collab with Brandon Arden called Loco Loco, and that's like an African kind of vibe. Right, there's a bunch of stories on this song, man, on this album. Right, there's a song, the last song on the album is called You Alone, right, because no matter where I go, never ever left out God. From the fourth song to the last song, right, I start with God and I end with God, right, because God is my rock that it's like my foundation. My life is even though I might be all over the place, right, which place I go, God always leading me, right. Again, thank all the producers from the Wonderman to Diplomats to AJ Record to CJ, rest in peace, brother. Right, Kaicho Falls, Timon Fraser from Fraser Records, right. Big up all the producers them that took part, and I don't want to left nobody name off, right. I don't mention Kickback already, right. Who else was part of this project? Other producers, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I forget anybody else. Right, so big up the producers them, right, big up myself, because if not 100%, 90% of this project was produced in terms of voicing by myself. If I need some ideas, I would call Fojo and said, yo, how this song, give me a melody for this, eh? Right, like Loco Loco, that was Fojo melody. Fojo is the one that that helped me out a great lot with that song. You see it? So yeah, man, thank everyone that purchased this album so far. Right, if you're streaming it, thank you for streaming. And I just had to come and share this with you, concerning the album and my journey, within creating this project. You understand me? So yeah, man, big up yourself. Again, thank Father God. Big up my family for putting up with the nights that I am not around, like to have certain conversations, or I always lock up in the studio, don't call it the studio, right, in the studio, like trying to do the music and and all that. So big up the entire family, big up the brethren them that give me a good feedback, and good or bad feedback, feedback in general, and I appreciate it. Thanks for the listeners, thanks for the supporters, and everyone that, like I said, that is buying and streaming this album, right? Let's continue doing that. All right. Again, my name is GTyouths, and this is another episode of Follow the Riddim, but it's the personal edition. All right. Peace and love. I'm out.
Let me tell you about my journey. Me a talk from the start. Road where me walk. Ghetto youth feeling the most. Feeling the most. I know who feels it knows. Me nah give up. Me nah give in. Mountain fight me face in a life. Work hard to survive. So me nah give up. And me nah give in. Cause me never raise no failure. Man born fi win. The place where me born, me left early. Come to another land, a new journey. Enough time we sip a floor. We had it hard but we never poor. Mama work hard fi make ends meet. Fi buy a bed for me and my little brother sleep. Enough time me wonder how she do it. She never want if we go in the street. Me nah give up. Me nah give in. Mount of fight we face in life. Work hard to survive. So me nah give up. And me nah give in. Cause me never raise no failure. Man born fi win. Me never want be a failure, so me try it. Success me want see mama smile. Although me disappoint her before, she never stop love me, she adore. Life never the easy, but we make it out. Turn big man now, walk me on the road. Me put me all in the music. If I know that, they will lose it. Me nah give up. Me nah give in. Mountain fight me face in a life. Work hard to survive. So me nah give up. And me nah give in. Cause me never raise no failure. Man born fi win. Me nah give up, no me nah give up. No amount of pressure can make me give up, no dog. Me nah give up, none tall. Hey, me nah give up, no me nah give up. No amount of pressure can make me give up, no dog. Me nah give up, none tall. The place where me born, me left early. Come to another land, a new journey. Enough time we sip a floor. We had it hard but we never poor. Mama work hard fi make ends meet. Fi buy a bed for me and my little brother sleep. Enough time me wonder how she do it. She never want if we go in the streets. Man learn from every lesson. Life has to offer. And although it might be rough, nothing me never shatter. So me a hold it up. Yes, me a hold it in. Man been through the rough.